Hi there and welcome back to my channel. So today this is going to be part 5 of my fragrance collection series, and if you haven't seen parts 1 through 4, they're linked in my description box below. And yeah, let's get started. So most of these fragrances now that we're getting into are ones I don't really wear or don't really like, but I'll still talk a little bit about each one. And yeah, we'll start out with one I actually do like, Fancy Love by Jessica Simpson. I didn't end up picking this out up years ago when it first came out for a very long time because I thought I didn't like it, but then it was spoken about a couple times by some YouTubers I watched recently and I picked it up. It's nice. It's got, vanilla and it's floral and it's cozy, and I actually do like it. It's not super generic smelling, but it is very mass appealing, so that's nice. Then 2 fragrances from Tokyo Milk. And the first one's actually what I'm wearing today, Pose Tobacco by Tokyo Milk. And this has got tobacco, tea leaves, amberwood, and autumn apple. And I love this one. I love tea fragrances. If I only have 2 or 3, so if you have any recommendations, leave them for me in the comments. But this one's a really nice kind of fresh tea leaves, tobacco, like a white tobacco, and you definitely get that amberwood. Then I've got Tokyo Milk's Everything and Nothing, and this one has sweet orange, pressed petals, desert moss, and tea leaves. And this one, it's a lot more of like a wet tea leaves, like if you've already brewed the tea and you're smelling the tea leaves. I think it's the wet moss or the desert moss that gives it that wet smell. And I do get kind of pressed petals, like a pressed petals, dried flowers smell. I don't really get the sweet orange, but I do like that one. And both of these Tokyo Milks I found for like $4.99 at Marshall's, which is a really good deal. Then a fragrance I'm sure you guys haven't seen in a long time, Betsey Johnson by Betsey Johnson. Juicy Star 07 or Blair Fowler made me get this way back in the day, like 10 years ago. I picked up a bottle, finished it. I do actually like it. It's a really nice fruity floral girly fragrance, and then this is my second bottle. I will finish this bottle, but I wouldn't repurchase now. Just kind of outgrown it. Then Gucci by Gucci, I've spoken about this one. It's a kind of a rich honey fragrance. Again, I wouldn't repurchase, but people seem to really like this one. Then this one's Wild Glow by JLo. I loved so many of the glows. I have Glow, Miami Glow, and Sunkissed Glow, that this was kind of a blind buy, semi-fail. I don't hate it, but it's just such a fruity, watery fragrance. It's very reminiscent of Escada fragrances. I've used a bunch of it. I will finish this, but I wouldn't repurchase. If you're into Escada fragrances, would I really recommend this one. Another one I've spoken about, Agent Provocateur's Agent Provocateur. This one everyone said was so sexy and really nice, and for me, it just smells like black pepper and musk on my skin, and it takes so many hours for me to actually like it that it's not really worth it for me. Then these next couple were gifts, and that's always hard to buy people perfume, especially ones that you don't know they're gonna like. And this was the case. Fifth Avenue Nights by Elizabeth Arden. It's kind of a slightly mature floral. I don't like it, and this is like 125 mils. So yeah, this might just be like a cushion spray perfume for me, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Another gift, and I've used more than half of this. I've maybe a third left. Pretty Hot by Elizabeth Arden. Oh, I didn't realize they were both Elizabeth Arden. Yeah, this is kind of like an appley floral. I don't hate it, but this isn't one I'd pick out for myself, so I definitely wouldn't repurchase. 2 fragrances that I've already talked about a couple times. These H&M 20 mils. This is T-shirt, which is a clean t-shirty, cottony smell. And this one's Cashmere by H&M, and this one's like a fuzzy, clean, cottony smell. They're both really nice. They're both unisex. And yeah, I really like them. This one's Laugh With Me Lily by Benefit. I'm probably the last person in the world who still owns a bottle of this. It feels like there's nothing in there. Let me see. Oh, I think that might have been the last spray. Yeah, it's just about gone off. I do get some of that original DNA. It was a white floral. I remember liking it the most out of this Benefit range, these kind of martini shakers. that was the last spray, so I ended up finishing it up on camera, which is nice. I couldn't repurchase if I wanted to, but I wouldn't repurchase now. Then a subscriber of mine actually was talking about the Kate Moss perfume in the comments, and I think I told her that I'd finished mine, but that I liked it. Turns out I didn't finish. There's just so many fragrances. Sometimes I lose track, which is horrible. But yeah, this is a nice rosy fragrance. Again, it's probably going off or going to go off soon, and I wouldn't seek it out to repurchase, but it is nice. Then this is Anaïs Anaïs by Cacherel. And this is just L'Original. I can smell it in here. It's a musky, heady floral. If you've ever smelled this, then you know it's very reminiscent of like the 80s, I think. It's nice to have in my collection for reference. I wouldn't repurchase, but I always wanted to own it at least once because it's kind of a classic. Then kind of a miracle. I think if you've watched my channel, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Marc Jacobs fragrances, even though I own a couple. And the one I actually do like is Honey by Marc Jacobs. And this one is just like a fresh, fruity floral honey. It's so nice. I really do want to get more into honey fragrances. There's one by L'Occitane that I heard about so much, and that's discontinued, so I don't know how easily I'll find it, but I really, really like this one. This is probably my favorite Marc Jacobs fragrance. One I picked up during my travels, I think just at Primark. It's called Amsterdam, and I picked it up in Amsterdam. And it's nice. It's a fruity floral. I think it's got some rose in there, and I will use this up. It's just like a 20 ml little tiny bottle. I'll use this up. I wouldn't seek it out to repurchase, but I don't know if this is only sold in Amsterdam in the Primarks, but it is nice. It's very mass appealing. Another oldie, Maybe Baby by Benefit. I will have to spray this one. This one I remember having a lot of florals like Lily of the Valley, and yeah, it's starting to go off, that's for sure. So I'll have to quickly use it or just empty out the juice and keep the bottles, because I keep all my bottles. Yeah, it's nice. Again, this isn't sold anymore. If you can find it somewhere, I wouldn't necessarily seek it out, but it's a nice floral. Then I've got a couple body splashes. I don't really like body splashes, but the ones I have, I try to use up, and there's maybe a couple that I actually do enjoy. This is Vineyard Peach by The Body Shop. I do like this one. I like peach fragrances, and this one's a very realistic, authentic, fuzzy peach fragrance. It kind of makes my throat itch a little bit, which makes me think I might be allergic, but I don't know. I've never been allergic to perfume. Even so, I wear it from time to time. And then a more polarizing fragrance, White Musk Libertine by The Body Shop as well. You either love it or hate it. It's a musky floral. I like it. I thought I'd wear it more. I obviously haven't, but you have to really like this one, I think, because it's got a distinct smell to it. Another body splash that I'll just probably spray on cushions and pillows is Pink with a Splash Fruity and Bright from Victoria's Secret, or Pink. Yeah, it's just like a very youthful, girly body splash. I was a lot younger when I bought this. It's very reminiscent of that time, and I wouldn't wear it on me, but I've still got it. Then Versace Woman. This is like a fruity, floral, woody fragrance. I got a really, really good deal for this one. It's discontinued, but I know it's still sold here and there online. You can sometimes find it in discount fragrance stores as well. I wouldn't repurchase, but it was nice to have, and I'll use it up pretty soon. Then some fragrances have really good memories attached to them, and some have horrible memories, and this is one for me. Canto by Salvatore Ferragamo is a fragrance that it's just a floral fragrance. It's mass appealing and generic, and I would not repurchase. I actually won't even spray this really anywhere because I hate smelling it. It just brings back such bad memories, and it's a huge bottle. I will probably just give it to a relative or a friend to use up and then give back to me because I like to keep the bottles. But yeah, I don't like that one. Then another body splash is Honey Sweetheart, and I think this is from Bath & Body Works. I actually like this one. It's a sweet floral honey fragrance. There's not that much left. I'll probably just use it up quickly during the spring and summer and try to finish it up. Then this one's from Blue Notes, which I don't know if that's a store that's everywhere in North America or only some places. This is Live Eau de Parfum pour Femme. I like this one. It's a powdery, floral, a little sweet, not too sickly. It's got some vanilla in there. It's nice. I think it was $5 ages ago when I got it. I'll probably finish it. I wouldn't seek it out. I don't even know if it's sold anymore, but it is nice. Then kind of vintagey perfume, Chantilly Eau de Toilette spray. This one, Eau de Toilette, is deceiving because this will last months on clothing. I actually don't really wear this on my skin. It's nice to have for reference, but the main thing I use it for is when I'm packing away clothes for a season, to have them not kind of get that kind of musty smell that they can get if they're packed away for too long. I'll spray this on clothing. It'll stay fresh, and by the time I open it up for the season that it's meant for, it's just a light floral at that stage, but it's a very, very strong floral musky perfume. Then Nanette Leopore, or Nanette Leopore, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. This is just the Nanette Leopore Eau de Parfum, or Eau de Toilette, I'm not sure, but it's just called Nanette Leopore. I meant to get the white bottle fragrance of this and pick this one up instead, and there is like a vanilla sugar note in this, which I hate. It actually kind of makes me a little sick. I like vanilla in certain of its forms, but in this form, I really, really don't like it, and it's kind of mixed with a pear note that I don't enjoy. So this is another one that I'll probably give away to someone to use up and then get the bottle back to keep. Then, speaking of fragrances I don't like, out of every fragrance that I've ever owned or smelled, there is never a fragrance that I've hated as much as this one. If this is your favorite fragrance, all the more power to you, but Manatee by Thierry Mugler. I know all of his fragrances are very unique, and most of the time I love it. This one, it kind of makes me, I'll spray it on the paper just to get a smell out of it, but it makes me nauseous even to smell it. It's got, oh my God, it's got caviar and fig, and it's salty. And I don't know if it's just the mixture of those three things or the fact that caviar is not a note I like in fragrance, but it's truly awful. And it is beast mode, which is unfortunate. I don't know how I will get someone in my inner circle to use this up because everyone around me hates it. I'm actually going to put it away. It's disgusting to me. I just can't get over how bad this one smells. If you like it, there are some people who like it, but in general, a lot of people don't like this fragrance, and I get why. Then two just not replica the brand, but just like replicate dupe fragrances that I picked up traveling by Silo. This one smells like Chanel No. 5, and this one smells like Clove by Chloe. I just picked them up, little cheapies, while traveling. I don't really wear them, but they are very authentic smelling to the original. Secret Escape by Victoria's Secret. There was a whole bunch of these, and this was my favorite. It's a really fresh, fruity floral, and I do like it. I'll finish it up. It's not that many. I think it's just 30 mils, so I'll definitely finish this up, but I wouldn't repurchase if you even can. And then two I picked up in travels. This is a perfume oil, actually. It's a jasmine perfume oil. It lasts days on the skin. It's a very, very oily, rich jasmine smell. And yeah, you really have to be into jasmine. It lasts forever on the skin. If you just get like a drop on you like I did, my hand will smell like jasmine even after I wash it. And then finally, my only solid perfume that I don't actually wear even as a perfume, but it's Amber Musk Jamid. This is from Morocco, and this is what it looks like. Oh, it's intoxicating. It is this beautiful, musky, deep, ambery jasmine. It's stunning. I love it. You can either just kind of cut a piece off and burn it under those room spray or room scent burners, or you can melt it in your hands and wear as a solid perfume. Yeah, I really, really like it. I loved having picked that one up. And yeah, that's part 5 of my fragrance collection series. Don't forget to keep watching, to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.